planted after we took the wheat off, and we had some rain there end of July, early August. It was growing pretty good, and then it got dry on us again, and it was kind of really yellow and starting to turn brown on the tips. And then 2 weeks ago we had, let me see, yeah, it was Saturday 2 weeks ago yesterday, and started raining, and it rained for about 11 or 12 days straight. Not solid, but it was cloudy and dreary and damp. And man, this stuff, it was probably about waist high on average, and this stuff just took off, and it's just crazy. It's gonna make a whopping pile of stuff. It's at least up to the top of my head just standing in it. It's that photosensitive BMR Sudex. There's a few heads starting to come out here and there, but we need to get it made here. But you can still see the leaves. Some of them are brown on the tips from whenever it was getting really dry. That week before we got that rain, I told my son Willie, I said, if we don't get rain till the end of next week, we're gonna have to just make it and take what we're getting off of it. But man, I can't believe what the rain did to it. But thankful we got rain early enough to make it finish filling out. We'll make a lot of nice dry cow and heifer feed. And we have probably 40 acres of this that was planted after wheat. And then we have another 40 acres that was planted into some hay fields. Then we have 14 acres of sorghum, and yeah, we got close to 100 acres to go over. Some of what's in the hay fields isn't quite as tall as this at this point. It'll probably keep growing a little bit more. It was way shorter than this when it was dry. But the sorghum, man, that stuff's tremendous. It's gonna make a pile of stuff. So anyway, we'll see what we get out of it and go from there. But we're thankful we got the rain. But it was also good to see the sun again. It cleared out Thursday morning. It was sunny Thursday. Friday it was kind of cloudy off and on. And yesterday on Saturday cleared out and got breezy, and today's just been beautiful too. So here is the field where we had direct cut triticale, and we planted sorghum in here. It was around the 1st of June. It was a BMR dwarf sorghum. It gets a really big head on it. Down here in the holla, some reason it didn't come up the greatest, so we ended up coming in and planting Sudex and some other sorghum mix down here in the holla, and this stuff is just crazy. It's probably 8-9 feet tall in here. Well, some of it is starting to head out. It's probably closer to 10 feet tall. But yeah, it's gonna make a pile of stuff. It's really thick in here. Probably about 3 or 4 different kinds of sorghum and Sudexes. So I think there was some straight Sudan grass, some 2 different kinds of sorghum, and then a Sudex, which is a sorghum Sudan grass cross. So I'm curious to see what it tests. I'm hoping it tests pretty good for feed. But yeah, this is some of the Sudex here starting to shoot heads now. The sorghum's shorter in there, the BMR dwarf sorghum. That would be, this head right here is sorghum. Yeah, you can't hardly see it, but most of it's about 5 foot tall. That stalk there is a little shorter. Yeah, right here's a couple heads of sorghum. This is kind of what a head of sorghum looks like. It's not quite to the dough stage yet, but it's getting awful close. Actually, yeah, it is pretty close. Usually the seeds are a little bigger than that when it's in the dough stage. Yeah, you got to get that made before them seed gets hard, or they'll just go straight through the cow and they won't digest it. So yeah, we probably need to be getting this stuff off here this week, or that's our plan. One ahead of the sorghum where it's turning white, that one's past the dough stage. I mean, they're still not rock hard, but they're getting harder inside. You don't want to see very many of them looking like that, or yeah. When they get right here about that stage the other one was at, but there's a bunch of sorghum in here. Right here is one of the taller varieties of sorghum we planted. It's just starting to think about shooting ahead. It must be a little longer season than some of this other shorter sorghum. But yeah, we're gonna have to, oh, over here is one of the taller varieties of sorghum all headed out. This is what the difference is. This is sorghum and this here is Sudex head. I'll pull it out. A sorghum gets more of a tight knit head like that. A Sudex just got tails on it like that. It's not near as dense. But yeah. Anyhow, this is another one of the taller varieties of sorghum. Yeah, they're still good and soft. This is like a jungle in here. We opened this ag bag yesterday that had that has the direct cut triticale in that we made this spring. And yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how the cows do on it. We're gonna feed some of it to the milk cows. It's got fairly good energy. The protein's about 8%, but it got fairly good energy in it. It smells completely different than our other triticale, I guess because it was chopped in the dough stage. But yeah. So anyhow, we'll try to keep you posted. So far, if it feeds well, we're pretty impressed with this stuff. We're probably going to do a lot more of it. I mean, yeah, it chopped really nice. It was a lot easier. Didn't have to mow it, didn't have to merge it, didn't have to, yeah, you just come in and direct cut it right out of the field and move on. It's got a really nice cut length on it. And there you can see just a little piece of a head there. Fell out of my hand now. Yeah. There you can see a little piece of a head. We also opened up our corn silage trench here 2 days ago. I guess that was Thursday. The ag bag that we were using out of that was left from last year, it's just about all gone. So yeah, we opened up this trench, started feeding out of it as well. So it's kind of interesting to get into forages from year to year. This year we were a little drier, so the corn wasn't as tall, but yet the later rain put pretty good ears on it. So far what we're testing, it's testing pretty good, and hopefully make the cows milk. Pat's twin screw mixer, and in the middle there's a screw here at the back and a screw here at the front. It's kind of what goes around and mixes everything up. It's got knives on it. There's 5 or 6 knives on each rotor screw, and then in between them there's kind of a panel piece that comes in that kind of helps keep it turning in the middle to keep it pushed into the screws. And they were wearing thin, and Pat makes pieces to stick in here, so we're welding them in. And my son's welding over here, yeah, on the one. But we had welded 2 of the pieces in about 2 weeks ago, or no, about a week ago, and then the other 2 pieces just came today. They had to get them ordered in. They're here combining our soybeans today. They came yesterday and started, and yeah, they should get finished today. They came there about mid-afternoon yesterday. We're gonna bale up a bunch of the soybean straw, so we're actually just letting them put it in windrows. It looks like it should make pretty decent stuff, so hopefully it does. So yeah, hopefully being we didn't get as much corn fodder, hopefully we'll get enough bedding with this. Soybeans is probably one of the dustiest things you can combine, but that's the way it is. here's what these soybeans look like on the trailer. They're actually turning off pretty decent as far as bushel wise. I mean, they're not quite what we were hoping for, but for what happened to them, they're not too bad. But yeah, overall they don't look too bad. I mean, there is some discolored ones in there. A lot of the discolored ones are okay. They're probably the ones that would have had some sprouts on them. Like there's one that's discolored, but it's hard, and it's not like they're mushy or soft, but I'm pretty sure the test weight's probably a little low. Then you do have some that are split more than what we normally see, and a lot of that had to do with them sprouting. Yeah, there you can see quite a few split ones in that handful, and every now and then you get one that just ain't much left there either. But yeah, overall, from what it looked like there a week or so ago when I first seen them sprouts, I'm fairly happy. I think this is the 4th trailer load, maybe. Yeah, it is the 4th one. Might even be almost the 5th one. But anyhow, yeah, they're probably got 30 or 35 acres here yet. Yeah, well, here's the last load of beans. It made 7 loads total, and I'm gonna be curious to see what the final count bushels are. The man that was running the combine, he said that, yeah, they turned off really good, so pretty happy about that. But yeah, this load of beans here, they're actually pretty good looking. There's a few discolored ones in this load, but not very many. Good many split ones. But the ones that are split they're not soft. That's kind of interesting how that apparently they split from sprouting, but yeah, they did get hard then. So anyway, yep. We'll try to get the total count of bushels and how much it made per acre then somewhere along the way. But it's not going to be no bumper crop for sure. It's going to be a whole lot better than what we thought. We decided to bale some of our soybean straw since we didn't get as much corn fodder this year. We almost never bale any of our soybean straw, but we figured, well, we'll haul it back out as bedding, and it'll have some manure mixed with it, which will be more nutrients than just the soybean straw if we left it on the fields. Yeah. We baled maybe 55 bale last evening. We probably have 160 to 200 more bales to bale yet. So we're getting these gathered in that we baled last night, or last evening. It's about half spit and a wee little bit of rain. I don't think they were calling for rain today, but yeah, we got about 10 acres of last cut and grass hay. That'll be the last of the hay for this season, and all this soybean straw we're hoping to bale today. But we'll hopefully at least get the hay baled. My son Willie's running the loader tractor there. We have a couple other rows of bale wrapped hay laying here. I think we had wrapped somewhere around 200 bales or a little over 200 bales up here first cutting for the Heifers. Then there was maybe 45 or 6. We did this last cut. It would have been the 4th cut we just made here a couple weeks ago, and that'll go down to the milk cows, but we didn't have anywhere to lay it down at the home farm, so we put that up here too. But yeah, we should have plenty of heifer hay up here. We bring them a scoop of silage each day, plus keep hay in front of them all the time. Might even have enough of this to feed some of it to the dry cows. So. Yeah, we're baling our soybean straw today. I'm up here on the hill, and where you can look out over this whole field. This field's about 85 or 87 acres. What you see here, and then it goes on back into the left over there a good ways, but we probably have 3/4 of it baled. Not sure if I'm gonna get done tonight or not. Yeah, We have a meeting at church I need to go to, so I need to quit here in about an hour if I'm not done. But yeah, it's making about 2.5 bale the acre, and there's a lot of stuff in them bales. It's baling really tight, and it's really nice dry stuff, so to make up for the fodder that we missed this year.
Open up the heavens, come rain down your presence. Jesus, come, inhabit the praise of the sinner and saint. Jesus, come, and Jesus, move. Here and now, we call